Ivan has been my friend for more than 30 years. He is king of the pun. He is king of the lame joke. He likes to say things like they're finally making a movie about clocks. It's about time. He brought me a Pop-Tart once. He said, I hear you're having a crummy day and you're needing a lift. Needing a lift. I trust this will help you rise to the occasion. It's the yeast I can do. I say, Ivan, you're obsessed with puns. He says, if I had a nickel for every pun I've used, I'd have a pun-per-nickel. Pumpernickel, get it? Ha. Don't worry, he says, it's just a phrase I'm going through. With friends like these, who needs good humor? Friends, what would life be without them? Without Greg showing up during a tough time. Without Harold forgiving me when I thought he wouldn't. Without James asking, how you doing? And sticking around for the answer. Friends cut our sorrows in half and they double our joys. With them, the road is shorter and everything is funnier. And so I laughed when Ivan called to tell me that the Pillsbury Doughboy died Thursday of a yeast infection. The funeral, he said, was held at 3:50 p.m. for about 20 minutes. Alfred Hitchcock called puns the highest form of literature, but English writer Samuel Johnson called them the lowest form of humor. Comedian Fred Allen said hanging is too good for a man who makes puns. He should be drawn and quoted. In 4th grade, Steve Poor told me the first pun I can remember actually getting. Why are teddy bears never hungry? I hadn't a clue. He said because they're always stuffed. Huh? The next day during science class, I got the joke. I laughed until I got into trouble. That was almost 50 years ago, and Steve still tells me jokes today. Whether or not you enjoy puns, I think we'd agree that friends who laugh together stick together. In fact, a friend you can't laugh with is no friend at all. Here are 3 physical ailments you simply must have to be a good friend. Thing 1, a sore throat. When your throat is sore, you keep silent longer and listen more. One guy said, the reason I talk to myself so much is that I am the only one who will listen to me. Good friends listen. Proverbs 20:19 says, avoid a man who talks too much. Dale Carnegie wrote, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. The grand master of friendship, who else but Winnie the Pooh, said, if the person you are talking to doesn't appear to be listening, be patient. It may simply be that he has a small piece of fluff in his ear. Thing 2, a bad memory. Huh? The best friends have some degree of blessed amnesia, the ability to forget and to forgive. Our best friends are going to disappoint, even hurt us. We can offer them a fistful of resentment or a heart full of understanding. Bear with each other, says the writer of Colossians, and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. A bad memory helps us forget petty grievances that ruin friendships. It helps us forgive. And thing 3, slow reflexes. We don't jump to conclusions, fly off the handle, or race for first spot in line. We are slow to take offense, slow to anger, slow to direct every conversation toward ourselves. Philippians 2:3 says, do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. We emphasize their strengths, their virtues. We mention our faults and foibles before criticizing theirs. We go looking for the good and we find it. A sore throat, a bad memory, and slow reflexes. 3 starting points to being the kind of friend we'd like to have as a friend. One who laughs, even when the jokes are corny. Which reminds me of the time Ivan stopped by to tell me that a friend of his was crushed by a pile of books. I said, that's terrible, Ivan the Terrible. He said, yes, but he's only got his shelf to play. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV. Subscribe to Laugh Again TV.